So remember in my last video when I said all of my ideas come to me when I'm driving, showering, or doing something when I can't write them down? Yeah. Anyways, in this video, it's gonna be quick and snappy because it's a rant, and I just didn't want to lose the idea as per usual. And it's gonna be about creating urgency and excitement, and displaying a big opportunity in your copy, or rather, the lack of ability to do so, as you'll see. So if you read the title, then you know what I'm about to talk about, kind of maybe. Basically, one thing I'm tired of seeing, because I've seen it like 5 times now, is when people use this is like 2008 Bitcoin when they want to display that an opportunity is like untapped or unknown and that it's going to blow up, right? There's a couple of reasons you don't want to do this. I know a couple of people who work in financial copy. I've written financial copy. I've worked with people in the financial industry. If you're writing financial copy and you write this, the FTC will come for you. That's a given. Unless you have statistical evidence and projections that can actually confirm your claim, is very important. If you don't have those numbers and you don't have those numbers readily available, the FTC will come for you. So that's one thing you want to stress away in terms of anything financial. And then any barring away from that, it's lazy, right? And we all know me. I hate lazy copy. I hate generic copy that's clearly evidently stolen from someplace else, or that you've seen somebody make a video on, like, oh, this is such a good sales letter, here's why, and so you decided to copy and paste half of it without understanding context or basic principles of, if somebody's seen something before in a sales message, in an ad or an email or a sales page, and they see it again, they're taken out of it immediately. That's like copywriting 101. That's why you don't copy things. Like, one, plagiarism, yeah, that's something you definitely want to stray away from as a copywriter. But two, it's because if somebody's seen something before, it loses its meaning. That's why info guys used to stop using the phrase $10,000 a month or 10K a month. It's lost its value. It doesn't mean anything anymore unless you get that magic pool of teenagers that somehow hasn't seen that type of content yet, which is what they're all vying for. Point is, right? I understand what people are trying to do when they say this is like 2008 Bitcoin. They're trying to create, one, a sense of urgency, two, a sense of excitement, and three, a sense of like, this is a big untapped opportunity that if you cash in on it right now, you will be rich. Right? And that's fine. Those are all messages you can get across, and that's psychology you can use. But again, using that exact phrase is, one, played out. Two, if you're doing anything in regards to financial, and this includes trading offers, the FTC will come for you. And three, there's contextualization behind things. Remember, I talked about you want to have those stats and numbers in front of you if you're doing financial copy. There's another reason for that outside of the FTC. It's because if you're going to make a claim like that, the reason it worked initially when the first person to ever write it down did that is because he was able to tie it into his overall sales message. And that's the part that people are missing the most. Is they're just plugging things in to their copy and expecting it to work the exact same. That's not how it works. So the reason the 2008 Bitcoin line worked is because it originated from a piece of financial copy that was talking about another coin that could pop off that you want to invest in now, right? I don't remember the exact verbiage they used, but it was around the lines of, this is a financial opportunity not seen since the likes of Bitcoin in 2009, right? It's one simple unknown coin that only costs 3 cents today, but if you cash in, it'll be worth millions by X year, right? It's like a rough paraphrasing of how it went. But it was a financial newsletter from a big financial publication that was selling some sort of financial product, which is why contextually the 2008 Bitcoin line fit there. And then they had a bunch of numbers. The email literally just composed of stats and dissertations from experts in the financial field as to why this coin was going to pop off. So again, it kept that core message going. It opened a loop and it expanded upon it, and it was just one focal point. It wasn't, oh, I need a way for people to think that this is an untapped opportunity. Let me just plug in the word 2008 Bitcoin and they'll get excited. Um, I saw it. The thing that prompted this video is I was scrolling Twitter today looking for, I forget what I was looking for. I think I was funnel hacking. I probably was. If I was scrolling Twitter, I was funnel hacking because I hate money Twitter with a passion. right? So I was on Money Twitter and I was just looking for lead magnets, and I found one, and it was actually one that interested me. It was talking about LinkedIn agencies and how it was like a brand new agency type that nobody's been using, and it interested me because he was talking about how he's scaled people through LinkedIn content, LinkedIn advertising, LinkedIn messaging, and that's something that interests me because I want to go more into more corporate offers. Like I want to start getting into some mid-sized enterprises in terms of my copy as a freelancer, right? Or even as a career thing, like joining their in-house team and talking with their copy chiefs and CMOs, et cetera, et cetera. That's something that actually genuinely interests me, and LinkedIn is a big path going to more corporate stuff as opposed to more info stuff, right? And so I read the tweet, and it was good, and I almost commented as the CTA, so he would auto DM me the doc with his mini chat, and that's when I saw it at the very end, right before he tells us to comment the certain word to get the info. He's like, guys, this is like Bitcoin in 2009. And I was like, bro, you have something that interests me and you killed me immediately because my massive ego is not going to allow me to validate copy that uses things like that. And that's just how my mind works. If I'm reading copy and I see something that I hate, I'm not going to, even if it's something I'm interested in buying. Like in this instance, it was a free value, so I wasn't even going to buy it, right? It was something he was giving away for free. It was a lead magnet. And I just didn't want to validate the fact that he even attempted to use that. So I was like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to comment on this post. I'm going to scroll past it. I'm going to go about my day. That's how like annoyed I got. That's how much it frustrates me when I see like bad copy or generic copy or bland copy or overused phrases slash ideas. And basically, guys, if you want to convey a certain message and you want to get a big idea across, it has to be original, and it has to be something that contextually makes. Sorry, I'm scratching my eyes so much. It's like 12 a.m. and I need to be up at 7. But it needs to be something that you can contextually continuously reference throughout your copy for it to make sense. Elsewise, there's a disconnect. You take people out of it. It's like, what? Wait, he said it was like 2009 big. But he's talking about LinkedIn. It's like there are other ways you can do this, right? And if you want something that you can plug and play, simple phrases like history is repeating itself. Dot, dot, dot. Don't use the dot dot dot. That's just to replace the fact that I don't have other words here because I'm not writing an actual message. I'm just giving you guys examples. What else do I use? The last time this happened, right? This is one of my favorites. Actually, is the last time this happened because it's very much telling you literally. And again, if you need stats and data if you're going to use things like this, right? Um, but for the most part, the last time this happened, mwah, chef's kiss. You can copy paste that into any sales message because it's a phrase. It's a phrase. It's something that people say, right? It's not like saying this is like Bitcoin in 2009. Not at all. It's a regular phrase that people can use and resonate with if you put some context next to it. So let's go back to his LinkedIn example, right? If you wanted to get that across, what I would do is I would take that where he put the Bitcoin message, and I would just replace it with the last time this happened, and then further research into the last time something happened that was like agency related. Maybe Iman Ghazi, right? Um, so it would say like, hey, the last time this happened, Iman Ghazi became a millionaire at 23. Simple. Obviously, less generic than that, but you understand the premise. Be different, do your research, and come up with an idea that makes contextual sense to what you're trying to sell or convey. Mini rant over. Please stop copy pasting things that you see in successful sales letters without reading into the context. It pisses me off. It pisses off other good marketers. And yeah.